And as a matter of fact, this has been about 1977. I was working for a Lone Star Gas Company at the time, and I was driving out to West Texas in a company car, I might add, and I saw a bumper sticker on one of the cars, and it said, "Drive 70 and freeze a Yankee." And I thought, there's a song here somewhere. Now this was at the time, to put it in context, when Jimmy Carter was in the White House, and we had the national energy crisis, and a lot of the Texans felt that Carter wanted to take all the gas and oil out of Texas, spread it around so nobody had enough. And it was a brilliant idea. Senator Ted Kennedy, was in favor of that. He didn't want anybody to drill on the East Coast, but he didn't mind, polluting the Gulf Coast down here. So that was kind of the political context. And that song, we recorded that song, and that silly thing sold about 100,000 recordings. As a matter of fact, it was written up in the Wall Street Journal, and senators and congressmen sent for it from Texas and spread it all around Washington. So it was kind of a silly song, but my boss didn't think so. When you're working for a Lone Star Gas Company, you do not write a song called "Freeze a Yankee." Learn that real quick. But this is actually a medley of our hit we'd like to do for you right now.
Before we get into it, speaking of special guests, if I may, my dad is here tonight.
Really?
Yes. First time.
Has he got gas?
You wouldn't believe. And unfortunately, it's in the gene pool. Anyway, he's heard this on record, never live, and I'd like to just dedicate it to him tonight.
Are we supposed to be live?
Play the record. Play the record.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Freeze a Yankee, drive 75 and freeze him alive. Freeze a Yankee, let your thermostat rise and give him a surprise. Governor Clements promised us that if any damn Yankee raised a fuss, he'd turn off the gas, cut off the oil, and let them all freeze and boil. They don't want an oil rig around their seashore, Lord, it's a terrible sight. Don't you try to drill in their dirty old water, if you do, you're in for a fight. Senator Kennedy told me himself that he wouldn't let us drill on the continental shelf, so when they try to get Texans to drill another well, we can tell them all to go to Hyannisport.
President Clinton was a good old boy, a Southerner through and through. But when he asked all Americans to sacrifice, he really meant you know who. I feel your pain. He wants our oil and our nuclear fuels. Now, what does he take us for, silly fools? Hillary wants us to pass our gas. Now, ain't that a kickin'?
No, freeze a Yankee, drive 75 and freeze him alive. Freeze a Yankee, let your thermostat rise and give him a surprise. Governor Clements promised us that if any damn Yankee raised a fuss, he'd turn off the gas, cut off the oil, and let them all freeze and boil. Cramming them Yankees in little bitty cars while we ride around in limousines. There
Say